You don't have to worry about stopping at 30 minutes. We had to with Anchor. This one we could just run straight through. All right, bet.
All right, we are live.
All right, welcome back. Another episode, Liquid Courage. It's Nick. Cuzzo CJ is with me.
What's happening?
And we also have a special guest with us today. You see me. You hear those applause? There we go. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. How you feeling, cuz?
Man, I'm feeling tip top, man. I'm feeling tip top.
That's what it is. We appreciate you sitting down with us today. I know you're a busy woman. You're on vacation now, right?
Yes, I'm in Honolulu right now.
Ooh.
Okay.
Applause for that. Nice.
Where's your Honolulu attire?
You want me to put a lay on?
Yeah, go ahead. Put a lay on. We'll wait for you.
And while she's going, you can go ahead and introduce her while she, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So You See Me is someone that I met not too long ago. She is a streamer, and she has her own little story with that as well too. But she does a lot of things. She has her own businesses going as well, and we're going to get into that a little bit. Thank you. Now you're back. Okay, I see it.
Word.
I like that one.
All festive, yes, like a native.
I like that one. All right, so how our show goes, basically, we like to start everything off with a drink. So it is Liquid Courage. So we have some liquor, of course. We're on the Hennessy today.
Word.
What you got?
Y'all know
Crown Royal?
Queen.
Okay. You mixing it or you going straight?
I might chase it, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. Whichever one works for you, okay? So, tradition. What's your first drink? And then we need a drunken story.
Oh God. Okay. My very first drink was Belvedere.
Not Bellevue.
I never had Bellevue.
Yeah, it was Belvedere, and this is why I stopped drinking clear liquor. So I was definitely 17, and I was not supposed to be on base in the barracks with the single soldiers, but I was.
Mm-hmm.
And they was throwing this little party, and here I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? I got it. I could drink, right? So we throwing these damn drinks back.
Uh-oh.
Y'all. Okay, so when all of this happened, it was this song out called The Daddy Stroke, right?
Not the Daddy Stroke.
Y'all remember that song? It was called The Daddy Stroke. Okay. So somehow I ended up doing this Daddy Stroke, right? I'm doing the dance. Next thing I know, I'm throwing up. I wake up in the bathtub with all my clothes on, and the bathtub is filled with water. I was about to die.
Mm-hmm. Never again?
I went home, and my mama was like, where you been? Because you went at Amy's house. I had told her I was at my best friend's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you went at Amy's house. And I was like, yes, I was. And she was like, girl, I went over there and knocked on the door. Before I could even get the words out, my mama had pulled out a fly swatter and beat my ass right there.
Nice.
You know it's real when you get beat with a fly swatter.
While I was getting beat with a fly swatter, I had threw up again. She already knew I was drunk.
Oh, yeah. So you ain't feel none of that swatter.
Fuck no. I was Nope.
I feel that. Okay. Well, let's take a shot. You cool with that?
I'm down.
All right. Let's see. You too, sir. Come on, get this bottle. Come on, get it. I already poured you the shot.
I was trying to pull up this Daddy Stroke.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Get the daddy stroke. Get the daddy stroke.
Is that the song?
Get the daddy stroke. Get the daddy stroke.
Oh. All right, so we don't get copyrighted.
Yeah. They coming for us.
Word.
Yeah, that was popular.
That was popular? All right. Cheers.
TT. Dude.
That car started up again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you said Bellevue was your first.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink now? Like, what's your go-to? I know it's not the Crown.
Okay, my go-to is 1942.
Okay.
My backup is always Crown. I'm always down for a bottle of Crown.
Mm-hmm.
But my absolute favorite drink is the liquid marijuana.
Liquid marijuana. Dang, I've heard of that before. That must be nice.
They got them. They good. The liquid marijuanas and the liquid cocaines, it ain't nothing hitting on them.
Really?
Okay. That put me on to something.
Right. We have to find that. I had never heard of that shit in my life until just now.
You gotta
So
be a bartender to know what's going on.
okay, I'm changing jobs today. Get on Indeed. Okay. Cool. So tell everybody about you. Where you from? I know we kind of talked about, you have some LLCs out there. So tell us about You See Me. Who are you?
Whew. Damn. The
Loaded
many
question.
aspects of You See Me. Okay, let me see.
Real.
Okay, so I am You See Me,
Mm-hmm.
aka the Crown Goddess.
Oh,
Won't put that out there.
Crown Goddess.
I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
I am 30 years old. I'm active duty Navy,
Okay.
and I have been on active duty for quite some time. We approaching 13 years promptly.
That's what's up. All right.
Let me see. I build ordnance, and most people don't know what that is, but I build explosives for rotary wing aircraft. So I blow shit up.
Oh, okay. So don't fuck with you.
That part.
All right.
Word.
I'm also a co-partner in a credit repair business. We do credit restoration, credit building. We also offer business credit services as well. If anybody needs that, y'all can go visit kjcsolutions.net and schedule yourself for a free credit consultation, and girl gonna hit you up.
Okay.
For sure.
I'm also a co-founder in a hair care, beard care line. It's all natural products that we whip up in the kitchen. We do not buy them from no wholesalers or anything like that. So if you need that, go visit kjnaturalproducts.com and we got you. We talk everything from the wooden beard combs, do-rags loading, and everything else.
Do-rags loading? Okay.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Okay.
Let me see. I have 2 children. I got a 10-year-old and I got a 2-year-old. My 2 broke best friends. I love them to death.
All right. I feel that.
I started live streaming in 2021. I started off on Meet Me. I got off the app for a while. Then I was like, not trying to go to the ghetto side, but Tag was like, come on, baby, come back to the city. So I had to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Okay, so let's go back to the credit business. What got you into that? What made you want to get into that to help people out in the world?
Okay, so when I was 23,
Mm-hmm.
I bought my first house, right? And that was like the hardest thing that I have ever done because I didn't grow up in an environment where people were financially literate, right? So they didn't understand how important credit is in this day and time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking to lenders and them using all of this foreign language to me, it didn't make any sense. So I bought my first house. I got it at a trash ass interest rate. Even though, military is supposed to have the best benefits, they still got me. I was able to take the equity, flip the house, and be able to sell it back and still make all of that money back plus some more. But I didn't understand, like I said.
Uh-oh.
We lost you.
Sorry, she'll be back with us in just a second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There we go.
I didn't understand how important credit was until I had to go through that process. So I feel like everybody needs to have access to that because you buying a house or buying a car, that should be something that it shouldn't be as hard to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't take an arm and a leg and 15 down payments and I got to figure out how I'm gonna pay my rent when you could be paying way less if you just owned it or if you knew, the actual laws that go into what it is for credit.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, financial literacy is definitely something that needs to be promoted a lot more. Just the things that you were mentioning as far as like buying a home, buying a car. A lot of places, that's how they make their money is off of the backs of people's ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
So when people aren't, kind of in the know about what's available to them or what is actually something that should be available to them. I'm trying to think about all kinds of things, but if they actually knew that, they would probably be in a lot better position. So definitely kudos to you for that one.
Absolutely.
Now, how big is credit score, for, I guess, those types of purchases and those types of moves that they're trying to make?
Okay, so So my mother's a real estate agent, right? And I watch people go to these brokers all the time, and they're like, yeah, I want to buy a house. But you need a minimum of a 580 credit score to even qualify for a FHA loan. A minimum of a 580, right? And a lot of people don't understand the models that they're using. We're currently on the FICO 8 model. Most people are moving to the FICO 9 model, where they're going to be looking at the last 12 to 24 months of your credit history. And a lot of people also don't understand that, debt to income ratio, that's a thing. Credit utilization, that plays into 35% of your credit history, of your whole credit score. They don't understand that late payments affect you. They will drop you anywhere from 20 to 100 points. A lot of people don't get that.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
So, yes.
God dang.
Bankruptcies, that all plays a role in your overall credit score. It plays a role in your entire profile. So when you're on the lower end of the spectrum, where you have poor credit it makes you more riskier to lenders, and they don't want to give you anything. But when you're on the higher end, that's when you get the black cards and no limits and everything else. There is no denials. So what people don't understand is literally the government is handing out free money.
Yeah.
If you maintain your credit profile. And a lot of people also don't know that a majority of things that's on your credit report is incorrect. Looking at statistics, 92% of Americans have a lot of incorrect things on their credit profile. And it could be anything from a bill being reported where it's the wrong amount to an incorrect address, right? And those things can be disputed to be removed because they do affect your credit score as a whole.
No doubt, as well as identity theft as well. That kind of comes to mind when I'm thinking about like these things that can be disputed. Should I remember even personally going through my credit score? I try to do it at least once a year, and kind of break down everything that's going on. And I've seen a few things, and I'm just like, I think someone just actually ripped off my identity and tried to open up this thing, this bank account, this credit card, whatever, in my name. And you have to fight against that. Now, it does take a little legwork, but there are companies out there, obviously, that offer that. Now, does your company offer that? Do you kind of dispute different things for different people?
Yeah, so we offer a credit monitoring service, and it's sponsored through Identity IQ.
Okay.
Once we receive your credit reports, we put them in our own system, and then we analyze all three of the major credit bureaus, right? So once we see where the discrepancies are, then we generate personalized dispute letters to send out to the credit bureaus. And sometimes we even call, depending on what the situation is. It's always a situational thing when it comes to credit restoration.
Cool. I like that.
I needed that information years ago. You know how much stuff was on my credit not supposed to be there? Somebody had a whole light bill in my name up in Chicago, and I'm like, wait a minute, I never had no lights on.
That's so crazy. If you have proof that you never lived in that state, then guess what? We can dispute that, get that shit gone.
Well, I got proof, and now I got you, so we can figure this out, right?
We can figure it out.
All right.
There you go.
We definitely gonna put the links in the bio because that's some good stuff. People definitely need to hear that. And I can admit, my younger years, like I didn't care about my credit like I should have. I was doing all type of dumb stuff, So I got things on there that they've been there for a while that I need to get rid of. So let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Something's on your credit for more than 10 years. Should it still be there?
What is it?
Anything.
Let's say a repo.
7 years is the max before they discharge it.
Really?
They should discharge at 7. If they don't, you can dispute that.
Okay,
7 years is the max for most things.
What if it's a repo?
If it's a repossession, in certain states it's 10 years, but most states it's 7. If you live in like a weird state like West Virginia, okay, then we can talk about it. But most states are 7 years, and you can dispute them and get them removed at 7 years.
Okay,
cool. That's what's up. I don't live in West Virginia, but
shout out to the Mountaineers. You know what I mean?
Don't go up there, y'all. If y'all don't go up there.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can't go. I'm definitely that. So we can't go there.
Nah.
South Carolina considered a weird state.
I mean, South Carolina does have a lot of weird laws, but it's a little bit more up to date than West Virginia.
Okay.
Virginia, so I used to be stationed in Virginia, and being the fact that I didn't understand what Commonwealth law was, I went wrong. But Commonwealth law you could live in a household with somebody for 3 years before they say y'all are Commonwealth married.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell am I married and I never said I do to you?
Exactly.
Hey, I mean, in the eyes of the government, you know, a lot of things kind of just slip through the cracks for them to benefit off of whatever union or whatever they perceive it to be. So yeah, I
That
get
face
that.
like she like, no, I ain't fucking with that.
I'm like, you can go to a courthouse, right? And you can legally slap your wife on a courthouse stand. You can be on the stairs, right? On a Sunday.
On a Sunday at noon,
Yep.
before
When
noon.
was it okay to ever put your hands on somebody?
Exactly. They got that here too, don't they?
Yeah, and as soon as she started talking about it, I was like, I remember that one because I always I'm
Let me
not
tell you
no.
something. I'll be waiting. That's all I
You
got.
be waiting. I used to drive by that area every day just to wait to see if somebody was up there trying to smack their wife. Nobody did it.
It'll be legal.
Right. Okay, so you said you have hair and beard products.
Yes.
How'd y'all get started in that?
Okay, so my co-partner, Michigan King, right? I'm sure everybody knows who he is because he is like all over TikTok, Instagram, and everything else, right?
Okay.
People look at this man's beard and they automatically are just gravitating towards his beard, right? But
Wow.
the thing is the way that we decided to come up with this is that we wanted to offer more of a natural aspect than anything. It's so many different entities out here. We're gonna call them entities. I don't even want to call them companies. We're gonna call them entities, right? And they see that they are creating products that are supposed to help retain hair growth and help the strength of your hair, help the hair follicle, and so on. When in all actuality, they're using all of these harsh chemicals that are not doing anything for any of us.
No doubt.
I have yet to run into, out of my 30 years on this world, a product that was manufactured by a black company that actually helped me retain my length, right?
Yeah.
Or help the strength of my hair. I travel all over the world. I go to so many different climates that it's not even funny, right? And I can say that the worst place that I have ever been as far as like hair-wise, Colorado. Oh my God.
Oh, dang.
Really?
The driest climate I have ever been
Well,
in.
it's the altitude.
So,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this for all my ladies that be wearing wigs, right? Y'all know when we put the Miss Sealy braids on and we about to put that wig cap on, you got the grease scalp and oil it and all of that stuff, right? So me using those products under my wigs, listen, when I say the hair is flourishing, y'all gonna see it's gonna come out. Wait till the summertime come out. Y'all gonna be like,
All right.
Okay.
All right. I see you.
Well, I'm about to say they'll definitely see you.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
All right, I'm noting that down. Summertime, we coming for you. We got to see what it look like.
Yeah, you definitely got to love natural products because she's right. I mean, these other entities definitely don't have your best interest at heart, and they're definitely trying to get in on the cheap end. So if they can synthesize something and it can be way cheaper than the all natural alternative, yeah, it's definitely more beneficial. And of course, you know, I don't know if you can see, but I'm trying to do my beard right, so I'm definitely eyes open with
like,
this conversation.
Some noodles up in there, you know what I'm saying?
Word. I like it.
So you got to get some of those products ASAP.
Hell yeah! I will be promoting those products for sure.
That's
for sure.
Thank you. We are looking for brand ambassadors, so if you need a promo box, just let me know, and I got you.
Well, listen, you get us a promo box, we'll promote it right here on the show every time we pop on here. Definitely. And shout out to Michigan King. I know you said that's your partner in crime when it comes to stuff like this. So, yeah, let him know. He can come on the show and talk about it as well, too. He actually needs to come on and show his beard so we can see the product. And
Lord Jesus. If y'all want to go see him or y'all want to see his beard, go follow him on TikTok. Go follow him on Instagram. He is a top badge on tag, so y'all can go watch the beard because that's what the ladies love.
Okay. And his name is Michigan King on all of those platforms, right? All right. We'll have to check it out. For sure.
Nice.
All right. So military. Woo! I know I had a conversation with you before. Time to put you in the hot seat a little bit. Are you you married, dating, single? Which one?
I am.
So
I'm not married. I am divorced.
Okay.
But I'm like in this like teeter-totter spot where I'm like, date, don't date. So I would say I casually date.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So, what is it like dating in the military? Woo! Do you date military men? Do you stay away from military men?
Okay, so listen. I don't want to tell on y'all, but I'm gonna tell on y'all motherfuckers.
Oh, dang.
Okay, so look. Okay, this how this shit go, right? When it comes to dating a military man, and I can speak because I done did it before. I was married to one. A lot of them be cheating. And it ain't even on purpose. They be cheating because we get sent on these long ass deployments and then they forget. It's like they get amnesia, right? And they forget that they got a spouse that's on U.S. soil. I'm just saying. But not all of them are like that. They like classify all of us. They put all of us in the same category. Like we still got feelings. We love. We can commit, but can you withstand the times that we're going to be gone? It's been times where I was gone for 10 months on deployment, where I was gone for 9 months, where I was gone for 6 months, times where I was in the water and I didn't have communication, times where I was on land and I had communication.
Yeah.
So are you able to withstand that? That's the question.
Okay. So in your personal journeys and relationships during your military years, have you had somebody that you were dating while you were gone? Look at the face, that you were dating while you were gone and you had a temptation or they had a temptation?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, boy. I got the question.
Yeah, you do.
I'm on it.
Okay, so I'm going to speak for the Navy and y'all.
Okay.
Listen, the Navy folks that's watching this, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, so I was married to my son's dad and I went on my first deployment. I did not know how real this shit was until I got stuck in the middle of the water with no communications outside of this ship until it happened. It was so many people that are in the GOAT locker, and I'm not going to specify who they are, but the Navy folks know. They were so persistent about getting me to break my promise to stay committed to my husband.
Yeah.
They were doing everything for my hotel rooms when we would hit ports to sending me money on my chip to chip on the ship, or they were buying me coffee or sending me emails or anything that they could do to get my attention, right? And I wasn't going for that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell y'all this: my second deployment, when that divorce was finalized, Cap, you said you want to pay for my room and you not standing there with me. I'm gonna let you do it.
No doubt. I can see how that works.
I mean, if they paying,
it was just wild. Like I've heard of like thirsty ass men before, but I ain't never seen the thirst until we was stuck out there. Because when you on a ship, you sleep 125 people in one room, and it's all female or all male, right?
Right.
You can't have sex on the ship. There is no PDA. There is no like interaction until you get off the ship and you go to a foreign port. That's when everybody be hoes. But you can't do that.
Yeah.
So we stuck out in the water for 60 days plus at a time, and that's when you get boat goggles, right?
Yeah.
Boat goggles make somebody look way better than what they are. So on the ship, they might be a 10, but in all actuality, they a 3.
That's what Henny does for me. Henny does that. This is my boat goggle right here.
Changes everything, you know what I mean?
But yeah, so I'm like, you just, I never really like, when I was younger, because I was taller and I'm dark skinned and I, was this big, I was a little twig. I didn't get that type of attention. So me seeing that, it was like a culture shock for me.
Right.
Because I was still like a twig when I first came in with a big ass head and crooked teeth and everything else. Now, I done learned the game a little bit. I'm a little seasoned. So I'm like, okay, well, shit, you gonna promote me? Go ahead, talk your shit in.
Word.
I'll drink to that.
For sure.
Definitely.
Okay, so getting off of the boat, coming home for a while, is it hard to transition into a relationship with a civilian when you're back versus when you were on the boat and you were kind of living your life the second trip when you was running free?
I'm gonna say this in general, it's very difficult for anybody in any branch to even come back and transition to regular civilian life. That is by far one of the hardest challenges that I have faced mentally before anything. So in order for me to date, I have to get my mind right, because I'm stuck out there and I'm in this certain mindset for so long that I've adopted this lifestyle. Then I come back and I'm like, oh my God, like, what is going on? It's a culture shock.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult mentally to transition back from being deployed to coming back to the States and seeing people moving like people, and you don't have to worry about somebody killing you or anything like that. So when most people come back, they're not thinking about the dating aspect. They probably thinking about fucking somebody, but they're not thinking about dating. They're thinking about, okay, I'm in survival mode. How do I turn this shit off?
Yeah.
So,
true, dude.
Like dating a civilian, that's some of the hardest shit that I've ever done in my life. Like, I would literally have my kids over 5 times before I could really tell you how difficult it is to date a civilian, because most people, if they haven't been exposed to the military lifestyle or they don't have an understanding, then they don't understand how our schedules work. We work for the government. We are their property.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
say they are their property. I don't work for them hoes. They work for me. But
I like it.
We are their property. So they tell us, you know, you come in at 0500 and you're not leaving until, you know, 2200. And then somebody like, well, where you been all day? A civilian gonna be like, well, what you been doing all day? Why haven't I been able to reach you? Well, I've been in a motor pool, or I've been in the top of a helicopter, or I've been flying over the Atlantic, or I was saving the fucking world. But they don't understand that concept. So it's very, very difficult to date a civilian. For me.
I got you.
Word.
So it's the long hours and the demanding work that you're saying most civilians can't handle.
Yeah, they can't handle the fact that, you know, if they call us, we have 48 hours, 72 to 48 hours to get up and go. If they say, hey, I need you to go to Iran right now, like right now, I have 72 hours to report in Iran. I have to be there, or I'm going to jail. So it's either I can accept that, you know, you're giving me temporary feelings, because they're temporary most of the time.
Yeah.
You're giving me temporary feelings, and I can take that and I'm going to say fuck my whole life, or I can say I'm going to get up and go. Because if you don't come, you going to jail.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that jail thing.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, that would kind of defeat the whole purpose, you know what I mean? Like, you could be in Iran and do what you need to do and come back home, you know, thankfully, hopefully, or you can go to jail and still not see that person. So,
I be feeling so bad for these military men, though. I ain't even cap. I feel bad for the women, but I really be feeling for the military men, because most of the time, you'll get a lot of civilian women that they can tell, they know we are military. You can smell it on us because the way we talk, right? These women, they run to these men because they know the benefits that we get, the life insurance, the school benefits, the medical, the dental. They know we have a constant paycheck on the 1st and the 15th. So they block these men and they act as if they love them. And then as soon as that man deployed, they bitch getting fucked by 16 different motherfuckers. Or they come back and she pregnant by somebody else, or she done took them for everything and she leaving.
That's the one.
I used to be one of those guys that was one of the 16. That was a while ago. She.
Oh, let me find out she was. Never mind.
He was gone. She needed companionship. I was young.
That man was doing his duty.
Yeah, don't judge me.
I'm not trying to say all of them like that, but we call those people dependopotamus, right?
Okay.
A dependent. They're the ones that be entitled and they be married to a damn E3 or E1, and they be like, my husband is up. And we be like, girl, listen, your husband is running the train on somebody else, but I'm sure you was getting train ran on you too, sis.
Exactly.
I shouldn't applaud that, but I mean, it's the truth. You know what I mean?
I applauded when I was done with it.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I get that. And you know, something back to what you said, I run into a lot of military women. We got a lot of bases here. And when they come into like retail stores or whatnot, you can tell how they carry themselves if they're military women. And most of the time when I would shoot my shot at them, they would tell me right off the rip, like, I ain't looking for nothing serious. You know, I'm not going to be here that long. I'm just trying to look at her face. You see it.
Because she knows she's used that line before.
Exactly.
You know?
I think it's written down somewhere in the book.
It's part of the training.
So, look, they be passing us down these handbooks, but I ain't going to say nothing.
But you know.
We move around a lot. So you can't, it's hard to establish it. It's really hard. I move every 2 years. It is so hard for me to establish a relationship in a city with somebody.
Yeah.
And they can't move around with me. If you can move around with me, then that's one thing. But I can't. And then you just, at this point, like, the way that dating is going, it's so ghetto. So you just don't know who really for you and who's not. And that's on both sides. That's male and female.
Facts.
So I'm like, okay, well, shit. Are you serious, or are you gonna play on my top? Or you thought you was gonna play on my top because you can't play the player.
Right. No, you're absolutely right there. So since you can't be played, that means you're real good at noticing these red flags out here, right? So
you're damn right.
What are the things you look for in your companion? Or what would you walk away from? Whichever one you want to go with.
Okay, I'm gonna say what I would walk away from.
Okay.
If you're inconsistent, and I think I told you the second one before. If you blame your baby mama for everything or the reason y'all are not together, it's a red flag for me because baby, take some accountability.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell me that you bank with Chime, I'm I can't
Time out. Wait, time out.
I wasn't expecting that shit at all.
But wait.
God dang.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
But wait, time out. So what if Chime is like their third account?
Okay, if Chime is your primary account, you don't have a credit union or you don't have a really good bank. We talking like Navy Federal, USAA,
Okay.
Okay. USAA.
No.
Okay.
If you deposit your bank check or any type of check
Into Chime, it's a problem.
Deposit into Chime or Cash App, I can't.
You got to tell me why though. I don't, by the way.
Because why? Okay, so I don't date younger men, right?
Okay.
I just don't. That's not my thing. I don't want to rob no cradles. I can't teach nobody nothing. You need to come already packaged, right? I need to be able to teach you the minimal.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are of my big age, 30 years old, and you still are financially illiterate, when it comes to just a basic information, it's just banking. You're just looking at who's offering you the best package, right? If you cannot tell that, go stand in the corner. Go stand in the corner.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I can picture like you on a date and a guy pulling out his Chime card. Like I got a date. I'm crying, yo.
I went on a date one time. He had a damn Visa gift card.
Not the Visa gift card on the date.
He had the reloadable vanilla card, right? And I was just like, he had gave it to the waiter, and she was like, it declined. And she said it like 5 times, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pay for it. So I paid for it.
Oh no!
And then I put him up on game and let him know, listen, this is what you need to do. And now he is over here buying. He got 7 properties in LA. He done listened and followed, and now he is the blow up is crazy.
So the date ended with you saying, I ain't fucking with you no more.
But you can be a client.
But you can be a client.
I can teach you some
things. I didn't necessarily make him a client, but if you know, then you know.
All right. Well, at least you put him up on game. That's commendable. That's commendable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Note to everybody out there. Yeah. Note to everybody out there. Don't take any prepaid cards out on no date ever. Listeners, never do that. All right.
I was with her with the first 2, then she just went like
she
this.
Went off. I don't think I've ever heard that in my life.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's
okay,
funny.
Let me see. My next red flag, I know it's very difficult right now for people when it comes to like this housing market thing. So, you know, people got roommates, right? But if you 30 and up and you got 3 roommates, it's a red flag for me. If you got 3 roommates, even if you got 2, it's really a red flag for me, because how is it that I'm able to maintain a household by myself? I own my house, right? I also take care of my children by myself. Their fathers are very much present, but I don't collect child support for them. I don't get no government benefits or anything like that. I wish they would give me food stamps, but they say I make too much.
Yeah.
So if y'all got some food stamps, if y'all want to sell them, let me know.
I got a card in the car. We'll talk after the show.
Yeah, but I don't get any of that. But how is it that, you know, I'm doing this all by myself? I'm doing this whole thing called life by myself. And I managed to do it with no roommates. I ain't got no roommates.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, does that all depend on like the area too? Because you say you done traveled around a bit. You know, there's some cities and some areas where, I mean, it just makes more sense if you do just have a couple maybe roommates and you back and forth. You live in the city or something. You know what I mean?
No.
I was just saying.
I've lived on the East Coast. I don't live in Virginia. I don't live in Florida. I don't live in Georgia. I don't live all over there. I've been in the South. I'm from Tennessee. I done lived in the West Coast. I've been overseas, and I still have never had a roommate.
Okay.
I feel it.
All right. I tell you what, though.
I've never had a roommate where I needed their half of the rent to make my rent or my mortgage.
Yeah. Listen.
So that just means that people, I feel like when you got to do something like that, it's one of 2 things. Either you're not applying yourself in the correct ways and you haven't really understood what your purpose is and how to get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Or either you just ain't trying at that point. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah. They may not have hit that moment or that wall yet where they say, I need to do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that comes at, unfortunately, it comes at different ages for different people. So, I mean, it could be that too. Absolutely.
Yeah, you step into heaven over here. You step into, you see me's world, and you see me blow you up and send you on your way.
Oh, that's heaven? That's heaven over there?
Well, she does upgrade dudes, apparently.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? So, that's just it.
Back to the guy on the date. You still keep in contact with him?
I actually do. My mother just sold him some properties. If y'all need some properties in California or Colorado, please reach out to Cheryl at You First Realty. She got y'all.
Okay. I'm gonna need all of these links after the show so we can put them in the bio for everybody. So the guy, you still talk to him? Does he still have that chime card? That's what I want to know.
Okay, so look, so I was like, listen, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna help you open up some bank accounts, right? So I helped him open a Navy Fed account.
Mm-hmm.
He has a USA account. He has a Chase bank account. Those are his 3 primary banks, right? And every bit of financing that he does for any of his business moves or him purchasing properties, they go through one of those 3 financial institutions.
Okay. Okay. I feel that. So, key question here. You meet a guy and he is not as financially stable as yourself. You just said you're doing everything by yourself. You've been all over the world doing it by yourself. Mm-hmm. Can you take a guy serious that isn't pulling the same amount of weight as you? Doesn't mean he's not trying, doesn't mean he's struggling, but he's not doing what you're doing. Is that a problem for you?
Okay, let me make sure I understand this right. Are you asking me, will I date somebody that does not make the same amount that I do?
Mm-hmm.
I sure will.
You will?
I sure will, because for real, it's not about what you make. It's about how you apply yourself, right? Mm-hmm. If you are doing right by me and you are giving me the universe on a platter, when I say the universe on a platter, I mean, I will take care of everything in front of closed doors. But when we get behind them closed doors, you better dominate my ass. That's all I gotta say. But if you're doing everything,
if you're doing, hold that pause on that one. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
All right, cool.
My bad. It's the Scorpio on me. My bad, y'all.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Probably the crown too.
Everything that you need to do, like, I'm gonna help you learn. I'm gonna teach you, because I don't want to be with somebody and have secrets. I want them to have the same knowledge that I have. So if I'm making, $250K a year and he making $40K a year, baby, I'm gonna bring you up to $250K. I'm gonna pick at you just to see what you're good at. And then guess what? We're gonna LLC that shit.
Sure did.
Okay. I like that.
She's enterprising. That. She's enterprising, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
For sure.
I need to sign up. I'm not at 40K, by the way, but I wanna get to that 240K. So
it's not hard.
Okay. We getting with it. Okay. So what's your next journey? The next thing that you and your partner want to work on or do? What's the next endeavor for you?
So we are talking about a couple different things. We got a couple different avenues that we testing right now. So we definitely are going to be purchasing some Airbnbs this year, but we probably won't post them on Airbnb because them cleaning fees be crazy as hell, and I don't like to overcharge people. So I'm thinking, if we purchase 3 properties, we'll probably utilize 2 of them for vacation rentals and then utilize 1 for low income.
Okay.
And then just being on that, because the housing market's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
I looked for a house a couple of years ago here in this area, and I would say the housing market, the prices is probably in the middle. I haven't been everywhere in the world, but I'd say it's average. And I remember going to one house, looking at it. I don't want to lie to you on how much it was. Let's just say it was $210, right?
Okay.
Got there, it was an open house. Before we even left the open house, it was up to like $360.
That's because you got a lot of people they're called absentees, right? You got a lot of people who are purchasing homes and they're holding on to these houses until the equity goes up. Mm-hmm. And then they turn around and they overcharge, they double charge what their mortgage is, right? Yeah. So let's say the mortgage is listed at $1,000 for them, or their mortgage is $1,000. They're going to turn around and charge $2,000 plus for that, or either they're just going to sit on that house until that equity gets to where they want, and they can take the equity out and go utilize it to purchase another home. Yeah.
It's smart, and if I had another skill set, it would be to buy these homes and flip them. Like, true. I run into so many people that do that. I know. You gotta be able to do the work too, though, or you gotta have the right people that can do it for you.
Here she goes. I know I'm cute in the face, but y'all know I work on houses too.
Oh yeah, you gonna come down here and work on some houses?
You get your hands dirty. I'm gonna make this clear.
Let me tell you something.
Those pretty manicured nails and hands. You really, you know what I mean?
We be taping and mudding and knocking out walls and replacing pipes and electrical systems and all kinds of shit. We do all of that. My father is a welder.
Nice.
He also owns a contracting company as well. He has a construction company. So with that being said, it was like, okay, I got all these girls. It's 5 girls, 1 boy. I got all these girls, and out of all of them, you my hardest one, so I'm going to teach you how to do this. Because if you get married one day and your husband dropped dead, I don't want you to just be lost in the world.
Right.
So he taught me everything. So yes, we be tearing shit up over here.
That's what's up.
Listen.
That's very rare to find a woman that's willing to get her hands dirty. You know what I mean? So I applaud you for that one.
Well, thank you. I'm like, shit, teach me something, please.
Word.
See, we can partner because I work where we can get all the equipment, so we can go in on some houses,
different areas. This is a bubbling pretty much area.
Well, listen, right now, Palmer Lake, Colorado is booming for vacation rentals. So they minimum listing price is $589 right now.
Okay,
nice.
2 incomes. Well, mine alone, I don't have no cap.
Yeah.
So. All right.
Okay. All right. I'm putting my 2-week notice in today.
Yo,
waiting to leave that place. I'm just playing. If y'all listening, don't fire me. I still need
to please don't take my security clearance since we listening to this.
Exactly. Right. Well, you see me today, so you safe, you straight. Okay. So you said you stream too. I know we talked about that a little bit. What got you into streaming?
Okay. So I had just
everything's a deep side with her.
No, I had to really because I didn't even want to start streaming, y'all. I'm not I like people. I know how to converse. I'm very I mean, I guess you could say I'll be talking to people, but I don't really be talking to people, right? But I was like, okay, well, let me look up a dating app, right? Because I had just had a baby, I was single, I was bored, and I was stuck in Oak Harbor, Washington. There is literally maybe 5 Black people out there. I am so gravitated towards Black men that it's not even funny. My womb is meant for Black men. So
hallelujah.
Okay, let me just look up this little dating shit and see what's going on. So I see Meet Me pop up, and I was like, what is this like?
Yeah.
So I watched it for a while, and I was like, oh, you can gift on here? And just to see the reaction that people were giving me, I was so excited to be able to help people meet their goals. So I was like, okay, well, shit, let me just be a gifter for a while. And then somebody was like, nah, you need to stream. We want to see what you look like.
Yeah. Nobody
knew who the fuck I was.
Right.
They just knew that I was dropping crazy, insane amounts of diamonds, but nobody knew who I was.
Yeah.
So I got on the live stream. I showed my face. I hit my first million on Meet Me in a week.
Nice.
Took me 2 damn years.
If you know Meet Me money, you gotta have big money to be on Meet Me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm a little Black VIP over here. They over here gifting me back and shit. I did my first auction, and my first auction went crazy. It went crazy. And I was so excited. I was just so happy to be able to talk to people and to hear other people's opinions that are not attached to the military. Yeah. So it kind of it gave me a little touch back into reality. So that is how I started streaming. I left it alone. I said I wasn't coming back. And then my homeboy was like, I need you to come be a shooter on tags. And I was like, it's ghetto. I ain't going over there. I left the hood alone. Even though I ain't leave the hood alone. But I said, I'm not coming over there. It's too ghetto. They talk too much shit. And I'm going to end up smacking the hell out of one of these hoes. Let me just, no.
Right.
Yeah.
So somehow I ended up on tags as a shooter. And I was a shooter for 5 months before I started streaming. And then boom, there we go. You see me. I'm here.
I see you. Yes, you have definitely arrived. That is for sure. Okay. Well, listen, I can't thank you enough for sitting down with us. I hope we can do this so many more times.
Word.
We can do it so many more times?
You good with that?
How many times can we do it?
There's no limit.
Oh?
Unless I gotta work in the morning. No, but seriously, we appreciate you coming on. Definitely give everybody a shout out again, everybody that you partner with, And then let everybody know once again where they can find you for the credit, find you for the products, find you in general, and also Michigan King as well to let everybody know. And then we'll definitely make sure we put it in there also in the bio. But
okay, all right. Before we just go ahead with the shout outs, I just want to ask you one question. What is that on your hoodie?
Oh, see, so I was going to save this for the next episode because I have another special guest right after you. You may know her, but this is Catfishing. Thank you for that, sir. I appreciate that. You like it? So
I know particular somebody by the name of Catfishing.
I do too, and that young lady actually has a brand and she merchandises hoodies. I don't know if it goes on anything else. But I'm all about supporting businesses and helping people grow. I'm hoping we can get the same thing. I just want this platform. We want this platform to grow. So thank you. I appreciate it.
For sure.
But yeah, so I'm definitely one. If you got something out there, I'm gonna rock it. We're gonna let people know what it is. We're gonna let them know where they can get it from. And I'm dying to have her on the show so she can tell people where they can get it from as well. Too.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to my boo, Crybaby Cat. Make sure y'all go support my sister's brand. That's my baby. That is the most solid woman that I have ran into outside of my best friend and my mother. When I say she is so genuine and so open, and her vibrations are so high, her aura is so bright, it's insane. So please y'all go support my baby business.
It is. I agree 100%. I plan on getting more. I got to get every color except green. We don't do green
because we don't do green bubbles.
Just to get you in on that before we let her go. Red flag number 5 for her. If you get her number and she walks off all happy thinking y'all about to text later, and you text her and it comes across green on that iPhone of hers, she not responding. You go straight to the block list. It's funny because a couple of days ago, like we've been talking for about a week now, trying to get everything situated and get her on the show and getting to know her a little bit. And I sent her a text. I think you were on the plane at the time, right?
Don't start.
No, I'm starting. She was on the plane, and I'd sent her a text, and maybe because she was in the air, the Wi-Fi cut off for maybe 2.5 seconds. 2 of the messages came back green. It said sent.
Y'all, it was not mine.
Yeah, mine were green, but it said sent as a text.
Nah, it didn't say that. It was given Boost Mobile.
Not Boost
It
Mobile.
was given straight
Now she's saying it's the Boost Mobile. I'm crying. So now I got Boost Mobile and Chime. Got it.
I mean, it could have been Cricket shit with the way you was moving.
I mean, I did have them before. They might be on my credit too. You can help me with that? I'm for real. I'm dead ass. They might be really on my credit. I ran off on them boys.
Oh, word.
Yeah, get your shout outs.
So I just want to thank you first and foremost for having me on the show. I definitely appreciate it. This has been a great experience.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go with the shout outs, y'all. Okay, if y'all need y'all credit repaired or y'all have just questions in general about how to build your credit, how to structure a LLC, if you want to even talk about Forex trading or anything to that nature, if you are in a cryptocurrency, anything, please go visit us at kjcsolutions.net. We got y'all. Okay, we putting y'all up on game. Again, the government giving out free money. Why not utilize it?
Exactly.
Why not utilize it? If you need the hair care, the beard care products, please go visit us, kjnaturalproducts.com, because we got it all. Make sure y'all go follow my business partner, Michigan King. He is a great person. He talk a lot of shit. He talk a lot of shit for the streams, but he is really about his business. That is a very great business-oriented minded man. So please make sure y'all go follow him. If y'all need a real estate agent from Colorado to California, please let me know. My mother is a real estate agent. You can go visit her at youfirstrealty.com, sheetabomb.com. We get them houses closed. Like everybody need to be keeping their legs closed.
Oh, wow. Yo.
Nah, I'm kidding, sis. Live your life, girl. Live your best life.
She be throwing curveballs,
right?
I love it.
I don't condone that. We edited that shit out.
I gotta talk my shit. My bad.
No, we feel it. Listen, appreciate all of that for real. Guess we'll give a quick shout out to Anchor. Without Anchor, we wouldn't even have this platform. What we do. Liquid Courage is on every single platform you can think of, from Google Podcasts to Apple, We're on YouTube. Thanks to Cuzzo, we're on there. It's under a different name, but we will put that in the bio as well. But yeah, come back and check us. We're going to try to pump out more episodes consistently. Got some partners, some solid partners in the background as well, too. So we're going to rock it. And last but not least, shout out to Wild Turkey. Picked them up as a sponsor not too long ago. That is a whiskey that has been out for 20 plus years. So I'm still trying to track down a bottle so we can get it on the show and then taste it out. You know,
I got you.
Oh, you got me?
I got you. They sell them.
She can do it all.
I got you.
She can do it all. She can do it all. All right. But we're going to talk. We're going to get that bottle on here, okay? All right. Well, other than that, we appreciate you. Liquid Courage going to sign off for now, but peace.
Word.
No, don't leave. Don't leave. You don't leave. You don't
Okay,
leave.
I gotta go to work.